So what happens? There was once a lady, and she used to always cry. So her name became a crying lady, and all the time she used to cry. And what was the cause of his reason for her distress? So she had two daughters, and one daughter was married to a pot maker, and the other daughter was married to an umbrella seller. So whenever it would rain, she would think of a daughter whose husband sells pot. So she would think, oh, my son-in-law will not be able to sell the pot because it's raining now. He cannot make anything, and my daughter would be in distress. So thinking about the daughter's distress, she would cry when it is raining. And when it would be sunshine, she would still cry. She would think of a son-in-law who is selling umbrella. Oh, it's sunshine now. There is no rain. Nobody will purchase umbrella. Still, she will cry. So either it is sunshine or it is rainy. She'll keep on crying because she would think of different daughters-in-law at different times. So what happens? There was a monk who was traveling by this village, and this monk who was traveling by this village, he finds out that there is somebody known as crying lady in this village. And he thought, let me try to see what's happening with this lady. So when he speaks to this lady and he says, okay, I'm going to give you one formula by which you will become a laughing lady. So what is that formula that monk gave the old lady that she became a laughing lady from a crying lady? What do you all think? What formula he might have given?
It's raining, so my son-in-law will be able to.
Yes. So you got it right. So he told the lady, when it's raining, we should think of a son-in-law who is able to sell umbrella. So seeing the happiness of a daughter, you will be happy. And when when it's sunshine, you should think of a son-in-law who is making pot. You'll be happy. So what we understand from this is that it is all about perception, which determines whether you will be happy or you will be distressed. It is said that you start becoming happy does not mean the things become perfect. It simply means we start seeing beyond imperfections. What did it say? That happiness does not mean that life become perfect. It means that you start seeing beyond imperfections. So it is said that when you think of something, when you entertain a thought, it becomes thinking. And thinking becomes your feelings. And feelings becomes your action. And repeated actions becomes your habit. And when multiple habits comes together, it becomes your character. And character defines your destiny. So your destination, where you will be ended up in your life, will be decided by the thinking process. The karma comes from action, and action is based out on thinking. So thinking is such an important element and thinking is something which forms our perception. So we don't see life as it is, we see through the lens of our own perceptions. So perception is said to be our internal glasses. Are said to be our internal glasses. For example, when you are wearing the spectacles, so I'll just remove my glasses, okay? You can also remove your glasses, whoever is wearing. For me, the world is very blurry now. I'm not able to see clearly. So has the world become blurry or my eyes are becoming blurry? Why I'm not able to see all of you clearly? Has something happened to you or something is happening to me? So now if I wear glasses back, I can see everything clearly. What has changed? The blurry became the crystal clear life. What has changed? I wore the glasses of my spectacles. Similarly, there is something known as internal glasses. What is this internal glasses made up of? Internal glasses are made up of the Jnana Chakshusha. It is made up of knowledge, the lens of the knowledge. When you start seeing the world through the lens of Bhagavad Gita, when we start seeing the world the way Krishna sees this world, that very moment, this everything changes. Not that the light changes, but your glasses changes, your perception changes, your thinking changes. So that is what Krishna is telling here. And let us see what Krishna says. The blessed Lord said, O Partha, when a man gives up all varieties of sense desire which arise from mental concoction, and he says, and when he find satisfaction in the self alone, so he is able to enjoy the real happiness, the happiness which we all wants to perceive, the happiness which we all wants to have. It comes by giving up mental concoction. So what is this mental concoction is talked about here? Mental concoction means something which we can cook in my mind. What is mental concoction? Something which can I cook in my mind. What does it mean when I say something which we can cook in my mind? What I mean is, we think, it is said that it is not what I think I am, it is not what I think I am, it is not what other think I am, it is what I think other think I am. Has anybody got what I said? Just said? It is not what I think I am, it is not what other think I am, it is what I think other think I am. So my whole perception of life is dependent upon what I am thinking of what you are thinking. Maybe let's, for example, you're thinking something about me. Then I have my own way of perceiving things. So I will be thinking what you're thinking. And that would be my reality. But it is not a reality, it is my reality, it is not the actual reality. So it's very important to understand that. So what happens again, there was a king, and this king had gone out for fighting. And when the king was fighting with the animals, he was killing the animals, he comes back home. And when he comes back home, he sees all his legs were bruised. It was like blood oozing out from his legs. Very difficult for him to see things. It was like very excruciating pain he was in. Then he calls out his minister. He says, my dear ministers, see how badly my legs have pierced now, how badly my legs are bruised. And now what I want is, there should be carpet all over my kingdom. Next time I goes, there should be no pebbles. There should be only carpets. So when I go, my legs should not get hurt. The ministers goes out to calculate what would be the budget of spreading carpet all over the kingdom. They finds out, according to our understanding, let's say $5 million. It would be the cost for spreading carpet all over the kingdom. So now there was another minister who said, my dear minister, my dear king, I can cut down the budget of this whole project what you have of spreading carpet by 99.999%. So he is a minister who can cut down the budget to 99.999%. And he said, I can just solve the whole issue in $550. So what do you think? What solution the minister might have given to the king?
Proper shoes.
Proper shoes. Just wear the shoes. Isn't it? Just by wearing the shoes, your leg will not get bruised. You will not get hurt. So what it means is, we get hurt in our life not because people wants to hurt us. It's because we are susceptible to hurt. It is said that by changing, for example, there's a beautiful phrase which says, Atmavan manyate jagat. What does it mean? Atmavan manyate jagat. Atmavan means me. Atma means me. Atmavan, who has the soul. I am the soul. Manyate jagat. Manyate means thinking. Manna, Manyate means manna, perceiving. Atmavan manyate jagat. Jagat means the whole world. I will see the whole world as I am. That will be my own projection on people, on situation, on everything. So by changing myself, I can change the whole world. The change starts from yourself. The biggest transformative agent what you can have in your life is the change your own self. And interesting thing is why we don't want to change ourselves and why we want to change everybody else. What is the reason that we want to change everybody else, not ourselves? Because it's very difficult to change ourselves. It's very easy. You should change, you should do like this, you should do like that. The world should change, the government should change, society should change, everything should change, weather should change. But I will not change. I will remain as it is. Because it's very difficult, it's very painful. So, what is a way by which we can change ourselves? We can change ourselves by developing this jnana chakshusha. This is yatha drishti tata shrishti. Yatha drishti, the way I have eyes, tatha shrishti, the way the world will become. So, what Krishna is saying here that we should give up this mental concoction. And how we can give up this mental concoction? We can give up this mental concoction by developing real knowledge about myself, developing real knowledge about the world, developing real knowledge about the existence itself. And the reality comes from where? Reality comes by reading Bhagavad Gita. Reality comes by understanding developing spiritual eyes. That is known as Jnana Chakshusha. What does it known as? Jnana Chakshusha. Chakshusha means the eyes and Jnana means the eyes of knowledge. That's why we are going to celebrate Guru Purnima on 10th of July. That's how we refer to Guru. Om Ajnanati Mirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. It says that Om Ajnana. Ajnana means darkness. Timir means darkness. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya. That I was born in the darkness of ignorance. I was born in the darkness of ignorance. And the Guru give the torchlight of knowledge. When it is dark, what do you need? You need torchlight of knowledge. Om Ajnanati Mirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena. This Chakshu, this Jnana Chakshu comes from spiritual master, comes from Guru, comes from the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, what Guru teaches. Guru will not teach you anything which Krishna does not teach. If Guru teaches something what Krishna does not teach, he is not a Guru. Simple formula. So this is very, very important thing that when we start perceiving this world in a way, see, challenges will come, difficulties will come, pain will come, everything will come, but it will depend how you are responding to that. The response is important, not the world itself. So what happens again, there was once a small child, let's say 8-year-old child, he was very disturbed. The peer pressure, the competition and all these challenges she was facing. And she comes to the dad. She says, I'm struggling, my teacher doesn't listen to me and I don't get a good marks, I don't have good friends, my life is miserable. It's so hard. It's so painful, it's so challenging. What should I do in my life? Then the father takes the daughter to the kitchen. And what he does is, he has a pan, the heat maker, the pot. He had 3 pans on the fire, put water in all 3 of them. In one pan he puts egg. In one pan he puts carrot. In one pan he puts coffee. And let it boil for some time. After 15 minutes, and the daughter was already irritated. What is my father doing? I'm explaining my problem. He is not listening to me. What kind of father he is? She was like very angry. And then by the time after 15 minutes, he takes out all the 3 things from the stove and he shows, see this egg. How does it look now? very soft. It has become actually hard. From inside, it has become hard. The egg, before it was put on stove, it was very soft, very liquid. Now it has become harder. And the carrot was hard earlier. How it has become carrot now? Soft. Coffee beans. Coffee beans was very hard. What happened to coffee beans? It enriched the flavor of the whole water. It became a coffee, more drinkable, isn't it? Similarly, when we go through difficulties in our life, everybody can go through same difficulty, like same temperature, same pressure, same water, same everything. But now, what do you want to become? Do you want to become like an egg, which is very soft, and they become very hard after going through the difficulties? Or they become like carrot, like soft, very broken, just broke? Or becomes like a coffee, who can enrich the flavor of their own life? Either we can become egg, become hard-hearted, life is like this, life is very injustice, life is unfair, or it can become like a carrot, break it, it will break very easily, or it can become like a coffee, which can enrich the flavor of life. So it's all about perception. Everybody can be put with same kind of a situation, same testing ground, but they come out differently. So now the father says to the child, now you are going through difficulties. Your parents, me is not seeming to listening to you. Your teachers is very rude, and there are no friends. Life is very difficult. Now you can choose whether you want to become like an egg, or you want to become like a carrot, or you want to become like a coffee beans. So what do you all want to become like? This is what is Krishna is teaching in the Bhagavad Gita. When we see the life, there is a saying that, for example, you become angry towards somebody, right? And you are not able to forgive that person. So what's the best way of forgiving somebody? What is the best way of forgiving somebody? The
Mahamantra.
chant Mahamantra,
Serving
serving them. You can forgive somebody very easily by becoming compassionate on them. Because they were not trying to hurt you, they were trying to protect themselves. Nobody tried to hurt anybody. Let's say, seemingly, some country may be attacking some other country. Are they attacking or are they defending? They're defending their own purposes. Similarly, when somebody comes and hurt us, he was in so much of pain, he was in so much of a difficulty, he was in so much of a challenge that he was trying to protect himself. And in protecting himself, he thought the protection would be harming me. So by developing compassion towards somebody, we can change our attitude, our perception, the way we see the other person. Becomes very easy to forgive somebody. And how we can perceive situation like say difficulty comes? By searching meaning in it. The meaning will help you easing out the pain in any situation you may be in. What am I missing? Okay, I'm seeing the world to be very rude. I'm seeing the life to be very difficult, or I'm seeing the life to be very painful. The question should be, what am I missing? What should be the question? What am I missing? It means, what am I missing to see in this situation? They say, the life is happening to me. Life is so hard to me. But life is happening for me. When we start seeing that life is happening for me, not life is happening to me, life will change. So this is the greatest life-changing formula which we just studied from Bhagavad Gita. We'll conclude here for the next round of Kirtan. If in case anybody have any doubts, any questions, anybody would like to share anything, we're open to that. Any doubt, any question? Yeah. Yeah, it's a very interesting thing that we see that life is happening is very unfair to me. Life is very unjust to me. The things are, everybody is trying to attack me. I'm the attacking point. Everybody is trying to hit on me. I'm the poor me. I'm to the poor me, everything to be blamed, I'm victim, I'm so poor. Life is happening to me. But no, life is happening for you. For me means life is there to help me grow. Everybody is supporting in my growth. They may be seemingly my enemies, but actually they are my teachers. They're teaching me what I have not learned till now. And they will continue to teach you if you don't learn it. Different ways. Sometime teacher will teach you, sometime son will teach you, sometime husband will teach you, sometime girlfriend will teach, sometime boyfriend will teach, sometimes anybody will teach you. Unless you learn. So life is not happening for me, to me, it is happening for me. That's what it means. Anybody else? Yeah.
So how do we remain in that attitude whenever life situations may go south, or like whenever distress may come up? How do we have that more transcendental, like neutral attitude towards situations happening around us, even though it may be for us? Like,
Yeah, how do we protect ourselves is to be by having very strong spiritual anchor. If you are not anchored in deep spiritual principles, if you are not anchored in deep spiritual ideas, if you are not anchored in deep spiritual knowledge, if you are not anchored to my own deepest part of my existence, if the tree is not anchored to the roots, anything will topple off the tree. The tree has to have the strong roots to be able to withstand any difficult situation. Anchored means the roots. That's what it means. And Krishna is saying here, the solution is giving in this verse, Atmani eva atmana tustaha. That you are satisfied within self. That's what it means. Anybody else? So we'll conclude here and we'll do the kirtan now. And it is said that where does Krishna reside? Once Narad Muni goes and asks Vishnu, my dear Lord, where are you? Where do you live? Because there are a lot of devotees who ask me, where do you live? And then Narayana says, Na aham vaikunte tishtanti. That I do not live in Vaikuntha. Everybody got surprised. Narada got surprised. I thought you live in Vaikuntha. Then he says, Na yogi hirdeshuva. That I do not live in yogi's heart also. Oh my God, he doesn't live in Vaikuntha, he doesn't live in yogi's heart. And where do you live, Krishna? Where do you live, Narayana? He says, Yad gayanti mad bhakta tatra tishtanti narada. That wherever my devotee sings my name, that is where I present myself. So now we'll chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Would you like to lead? Would you like to lead the kirtan? Yeah. Now we have Lisa Mataji who will be leading the kirtan. And I request all of you to stand up and to be in a joyful mood. Stand. I'm playing Kartal, she'll play Madonna. You want to play Kartal? You can play till slow along with the. No, you can just start. Hare Krishna mantra. Or you want to chant, you can chant the mantra also. Whatever you want. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.